All right, first and foremost, I give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great millstone who ruled well and was worthy to be counted for double honors. And peace, salutation, you brothers out there pushing the truth wholeheartedly and sincerely and full of the gospel. All right, it's the brother Gabaria from the Indiana camp. Come back at you again with another sit down. Another prophecy lesson, I should say. Basically going into prophecy. Basically what's going to befall America in the upcoming times. All right, so one prophecy that's that's coming is as most of you brothers know, is famine and cannibalism. All right, famine and cannibalism is going to hit the streets of America. All right, it's going to hit around the whole entire world on a high scale, because cannibalism and famine is nothing new. All right. You had people back in the ancient world that was eating one another. All right, it's not a new thing that people in desperate times eats one another, especially when there's lack of food. You know, you got people now that eats people. You know, you have one guy named what was his name? I can't remember exactly what his name was. It's like on the tip of my tongue. I can't even remember exactly what his name, but he got found out he was eating people. He had people in his refrigerator and things. I don't know exactly how the story went, but I guess if it's being true or not, I guess he left his phone in that place, and then like somebody went through his phone and found like all these corpses and dead. And when they went to his house, yeah, he was actually pickling people, eating them, free. He was eating them. So, and then also these wicked elites and these different companies having all these missing children and everywhere, coming to find out these bodies and stuff is putting in the food that we eat on a day-to-day basis, man. So people's minds are already going to be geared to already have that test of that taste of human flesh. So it's not going to be too foreign for them. It's not going to be something too far out, the scriptures even say it. The scriptures even talks about how cannibalism, how people's gonna eat one another. All right, this is I'm gonna go ahead and jump straight into the scriptures. This is Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 9. It says, "They that be slain with the sword are better than they are slain with hunger, for these pined away, stricken through the want of the fruits of the field." See, so they that be slain with the sword, which is the sword, is it can be painful, but it's not going to be more painful than the death of hunger, because the death of hunger, it's a growing pain. That pain is like it eats away at you. First, it eats away at all your fat, the fat stores in your stills. But if you're a guy like me that doesn't have that much fat to deal with, then hey, it's gonna be like it's gonna be eating away at your muscle tissue. All right, and eventually where you're not gonna have enough energy to move to even get some food, and then you're just gonna be. That's why it says pined away, because you're literally. You ever seen somebody so weak they can't even stand up? You're gonna be skin and bones, man. You're literally gonna be pining away. You're literally gonna be dying from the inside out. Until where you can't move so much, or where you're gonna just be sitting there, and if something else doesn't come and eat you, then you're just gonna end up dying. From lack of nutrition. So it's better for you just to been die by the sword, man. Getting your head lobbed off, or getting shot in the head, or getting stabbed to death. Anything is better than dying of hunger. That's a very painful and gruesome death. And people, when they don't eat after, and it's actually proven, if people don't eat after a certain while, their senses heighten. So they basically become more smarter. They think more clear. They can see things that they haven't seen before. Basically, you become more in a survival state. That's why the Lord has us to go on fast. We go on fast because we get more in tune with the spirit. And then when these people out here don't have nothing to eat, they're gonna be able to smell something a mile away. I wouldn't be surprised if people can be able to still smell food a mile away. Literally. All right. So hey, let me go ahead and get this. What is it? Oh yeah. I'm trying to think of how it's worded. That's good too. Lamentations 4, but that's not what I wanted. I wanted something else. I'm gonna read this one, then I'm gonna try to look for the one I'm looking for. This is Lamentations 4:10. It says, "The hands of the pitiful woman have sodden their own children." Now the word sodden basically means to cook or to season or however you. Let's go into where it says, yep, to what? To boil, cook, bake, roast, ripe, grow ripe. So to basically cook. All right, it's lucky. It says, "The hands of the pitiful woman have sodden their own children. They have," it says, "they were their meats in the destruction of the daughters of my people." See? So this is talking about the nigger woman, man. We already know the nigger woman. Bro, what is it? Abortions last year was in its millions, man. All right, and it's millions of abortions. So just imagine when abortions gets cut out. All right, when these babies are being born, you think these babies are gonna be born? You think these women is not gonna having a thought in their mind? Well, that's a good dinner right there. When I had this baby, hey, that's a good meal for maybe a day or two. You know, and just think how many of these females get pregnant on a day-to-day basis, man. All right, you don't think and how bugged out these women are? How much more bugged out they gonna be in when it's famine and stuff here when they ain't got nothing to eat? Hey man, man, it's gonna be, hey, you're gonna see skeletons of everybody, man. I wouldn't be surprised if you see a half-eaten person with nothing but his literally just a skeleton out there. You wondering like who the fuck will eat a skeleton? Who the fuck will eat this man all the way to his bones? You know. But hey, this proves right here that these women are gonna sodden their own children, boil them, chop them up, roast them, fucking fry them. Niggas love fried chicken or whatever, but fry whatever it takes to make them taste a meal, man. Hey, they're gonna eat their children. All right. What is that? Let me look at the word child. I know it's in Judges, I think. For children. Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. So okay, you gotta bear with me for a minute. I haven't read the scripture in a minute. Here it is right here, Kings. 2 Kings. 2 Kings 6:26. You know what? I'm gonna start from 25. I'm gonna start from 25. It says, this is 2 Kings chapter 6, verse 20. 2 Kings chapter 6, verse 25. It says, "And there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it until an ass head was sold for 80 of silver." This is an ass head, a goat's head. You know, this is a head. You know, and the fourth part of a calf's of dove's dong for 5 pieces of silver. So they're selling dove shit. Dove's shit is selling for 5 pieces of silver. That's probably expensive. That's if that's not expensive, that's pretty. 5 pieces of silver. Come on, now that's probably in the same. That's probably equivalent. That's probably an equivalent maybe a couple $100 for dove shit. For doves, that's you can find that anywhere. That's literally shit that everybody does. That's worthless. That's probably the most worthless thing on this planet Earth is shit. It's selling for 5 pieces of shekel. That shows you how bad the fucking famine is, man. And it's gonna get like that in America, just like there in Venezuela, man. How they eating rotten fruits, rotten tomatoes, rotten food, garbage out the garbage can. How upstanding, that was decent living people is actually prostituting and doing things is degrading. People that actually had that actually had pretty nice lives are actually living over there in poverty now. It says as the king of Israel was passing by upon the wall, they cried a woman unto him, saying, Help, my lord, O king. It says, he said, If the Lord does not help thee, when shall I help thee? Right, if the Lord ain't gonna help you, what the fuck I gotta do, you know? It says, out of thy barn floor, or out of thy winepress. It says, and the king said unto her, What aileth thee? And she answered, This woman said unto me, Give thy son that we see. She came to the king, and it's crazy because the king is looking like she's saying this like it's a normal thing. Like it's like not like this whole entire scenario. She's not saying like it's not bugged out in itself. She's like, oh, she said she was gonna give her kid to eat, and we ate my kid, and she didn't give her kid. Punish her. And he looking at her like. Women, what did you just say? Did you just say y'all ate y'all children? Like, did you not just grasp the concept of what you just said? Let me go ahead.